Hello everybody and welcome to the launch of Evolve number 5. This is super dry skin, deep hydration. And what I'm doing with this box is I'm tackling really dry skin. Now really dry skin is something that can happen any time in our life. So I always say with Evolve, it's not for a certain age group, it's for a specific condition. This one is all about deep hydration with some cracking products. So super dry skin can occur, it can be hormonal led, it can just be because you've had a lot of wind damage, it can be something lacking in your diet, it could be your skincare. It's so many different things that you really need to look at just what your skin's doing at any particular time. So I've got 3 products for you. They're worth £175 altogether. There are 2 that I think will just blow your mind in what they do for your skin. So let's start. They're very different. So the first one I've got for you retails at £68 and it's this, and it's Inlight Beauty's Deep Moisture Balm. Now, Inlight Beauty, the guy behind it is an absolute incredible man. I think he's a doctor. Yes, he is a doctor. I'm absolutely certain, Dr. Spezia. And he is, regardless of what anyone else says, he absolutely was the first person to bring organic beauty into Britain. And he settled in Cornwall and he settled in Helston. And I went down to see him about 20 years ago. Could even have been longer, if I'm brutally honest. And I saw his setup and it was right next to the Ross Kelly cow farm, where they make ice cream. And it was on this beautiful Winstead Peninsula. And all of these oils are in these amazing, massive bell jars on the windowsill, and they're all macerating. So what he does is I'll come to the product in a minute. I've got some crib notes as well, so bear with. He's taken cold pressed oils. Now the reason you want cold pressed oils, and the reason why so many people on your olive oil say cold press, is because sometimes the heat can damage the chemical makeup and destroy some of the good things we want from that oil. So he always goes with cold press because then he knows that the active ingredients he wants are still there. The second thing he tries to do is he tries to get energy into his products. Now, as we know, and I've told you this before, Einstein says everything is energy. Who knew I was going to quote Einstein in a beauty video? And I think it's true. And so what he does, he wants to transfer the energy of the seeds and the plants in as much intact as much as he can into the products, and that's what he does. So he's also done, I'm just looking here, it's a hyperspectral imaging that he does, and that shows him the energy. So he can show you a hand that's got normal hand cream on and show you images of a hand with his hand cream on or product on, and you can see visibly the difference between those 2 hands in terms of the light and the energy each of them are transmitting. So I know these products are power packed with energy, and that energy is going in your skin to help heal it and help hydrate it. Now, that could be a bit woo-woo for you, but let's go with what it's actually got in it. So it's actually got in it 4 key ingredients, so I'm going to run through them. The first one is carrot oil. Should I show you the product? Would you like to see the product? Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? There we go, that's the product. So it's not huge. This will do 50 applications, that's what they tell me. So if you look at it, it's just a beautiful oil. Look at that, I've demoed it already. You can see I demoed it on the live just now. But, it's got a little spatula, which I don't have here, a little bamboo spatula. But, you just take a little bit and you just, because it's oil, it just moves. And it will do that tiny little bit will do a very large surface area. And, it just, look at that. It's just, honestly, you are going to, I think that's the vetiver in it. I think that's the vetiver. I love vetiver. You're just going to love using this. And what it's going to do is it's going to soak into your skin. Hang on, I'm going to tell you exactly what it's going to do. And what it's going to do, it's going to, hang on a sec, let me just look at it, bear with. Several things, right. It's going to give you more luminosity and radiance. It's going to give you higher thermal activity. So it's going to increase the blood supply, which is going to bring collagen under the surface up to the skin. So it's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to have a positive impact on your skin. The carrot oil in it is vitamin E. Now, vitamin E is a really powerful antioxidant for your skin. It's also hugely nurturing for your skin. You've then got calendula oil in it, which is just so beautiful to help new tissue growth. That's the key thing it does in this. I'm reading it because that's what he says, and I want to get it right for you. It's such an important product, this. Jojoba oil. Now, jojoba oil is widely used in beauty. The reason it's used is because it's really small molecules which can help ingredients penetrate the skin. Some oils, the molecules are too big, so we don't normally use them in topical skincare because they're just too big to get in and do anything, so they're just going to sit on the surface. depending on what effect you want. So jojoba is just brilliant, and cold pressed jojoba, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful nourishing oil. And then it's got Centella asiatica, I'm just going to read this, which is, this is the thing it's going to do, it's going to actively restore your skin's moisture barrier. And that's what we want with these products. So I've got two products that are actively doing that for you. This product, and then we're going to move on to the next one. So that retails at £68. That is basically a day and a night product. If you've got super dry skin, slather that on, not too much. You don't want to have it look oily all day, but enough so that your skin really feels the benefit of it. We are all about restoring that moisture barrier, because what's the point in loading on moisture if you haven't got a barrier to keep it in? And that's what we want. The second product is at the other spectrum. So it's a formulated product. All products are formulated, aren't they? But this one is kind of made by a doctor team. So it's a cosmeceutical product, and it's doctor's formula, and it's one of their face masks. Now I'm going to read this out to you because I get it wrong otherwise. It's their deep hydration and repairing mask. This retails at £89. And the reason I want you to have it is because this has got a new ingredient in it, which again protects that moisture barrier and restores it. What you want to do is protect and restore. And if you've lost the moisture in your skin, you want that restoration to come as fast as you possibly can. And that is why these two products are so good. It's all about that moisture barrier. It's all about making, bringing that back to life, helping it. So that if you've got dry, red, flaky skin, I would absolutely go with the Inlight product first, and then I would use this. Now, this is a face mask. It says use for about 2-3 times a week, about 5-10 minutes. You can actually, how I'm going to recommend you use it is an overnight treatment. So you do a thin layer, and you're actually going to use this with the next product, and you're going to experiment with how works best for you. It's, it's a really rich mask, so you can see that, and it's got this ingredient in it, and I'm just going to read what the ingredient is because I can't remember. Bear with. Replidium. So when you get retinol serums, and we know retinol helps, is the only thing proven to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Replidium is the only thing proven to help restore the moisture barrier. Does that make sense? There we go. So there we go. This will absorb in. So you've got a little bit of a white cast on that. So if you've got dark, if you've got darker skin or any skin, don't worry. Of course you've got skin. Of course you've got skin. It's going to absorb in. It feels a little bit dry because it's got a little bit of kaolin in it because it wants to tighten. But what I'd suggest you do is use the next product with it. And this is Gatineau's Hydra Aura. Now this retails at £18. This is a water-based moisturiser. And why do I want this? Because hydration is all about hydra, water. So what I would do is I would put that layer on, and then I'd put that over the top so that the two are going to work together. You've got the moisture barrier being restored, and you've got moisture going into the skin. Experiment. Try this under the mask. Try this over the mask. See which works best for you. I've tried them both. For me, over the mask works a little bit better, but try them both. But this is absolutely to be used with this because I want that dual effect for you. You can also use this just as a normal moisturiser. So if your skin's having a better day and you don't need that deep moisture hydration, use that because that will give you a great effect as well. But genuinely, these two are your heroes. These are the absolute heroes of this box. And that's why I wanted you to try them. That is going to be one of the best products you've tried this year. I absolutely guarantee it. And this, you're going to love this overnight mask. Not necessarily for the feel of it, but what it does, it's restoring that moisture barrier. Those are your products for your Evolve number 5 box, which is dry, very dry skin, deep, deep hydration. Enjoy.